Hello, welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally new ones for the book. We still need quite a lot because we're not that far into this book. We're making good progress though. Any 4 of the Commonwealth games would make a very nice early start into this book. We've got quite a lot of the common coins, but we've still got some ones we should be seeing fairly regularly. Charles Darwin is a great example, Trinity House, Magna Carta, 2016 Britannia. They're not the rarest of coins, but coins that are they're also not the most common of coins. And Great Fire of London as well. Well, let's get into these bags and see what we find today. Into bag number 1 then. Okay. So that's Technologies, the definitive standard non-commemorative design on £2 coins. Some years are lower minted than others, just not low enough that I think that they are worth keeping. And unfortunately, we're getting a case of the diddlies for bag number 1. Not ideal, but we've got plenty of bags to get through. I'm sure we will find something exciting as we carry on along. But no, as I said, with this few amount of videos already out trying to complete this book, it's to be expected that we've still got quite a lot to find. Hopefully it means we've got a good shot of finding something new for the book, which as ever as we go on that will diminish. Well, this is not starting out very well. Hopefully we're just getting all our bad luck out of the way early, and then we'll find some exciting commemoratives as we go on. Our first one there, the wireless transmission, Marconi. Very, very common coin. You have no problem finding one of those. Then we've also got Shakespeare's Histories, the most common of the 3 Shakespeare £2 coins out in circulation, but check your edge inscription. The hollow crown is the correct edge inscription for that one. I check all the 2016s during the hunt for their edge inscriptions, as long as I remember. Sometimes I do forget, because 2016 seems to have been a bad year for the Royal Mint and their edge inscriptions on £2 coins. But of course, before the video is out, I will check through all of the coins for any other edge inscriptions, rotation errors, double dies, before we wrap off. You don't have to see all that, it'll just be an instant cut to having completed it. But oh dear. Slim pickings so far. Well, there's not going to be slim pickings, new coin releases, because we've got quite a bit that's coming out. I hope it's a bit more spread out than it was at the start of the year when it was a bit of an onslaught over a couple of months. There's one we haven't had today, Florence Nightingale. It's a beautiful design, very cool coin to come across, but it is very, very common. You should have no problems finding one of those, given enough time and effort. Then we've got the most common circulating commemorative £2 coin. It is the VE Day anniversary. When I say most common, that's based on the mintage figure. I know that I've said before that the World War I Army Centenary, I do find more of those. It has a lower mintage figure, if memory serves, but it hasn't been in circulation all that long in comparison to that one, which is circulated in 2005. There's plenty of time for collectors to have taken those out, or for them to be damaged and need replacing. Ooh, that was a bit grotty, wasn't it? Dear, we shan't ask any questions we don't want answers to. There's the abolition of the slave trade, another fairly common coin. That's one that does the rounds quite often, frustratingly. People thinking that they are worth a small fortune. I think that maybe it's just people getting caught up because there are 2 versions of it, one that went into circulation and one that didn't. It's very obvious if you hold the 2 coins next to each other which one did and which one didn't. There's a very grotty Brunel's Achievements, Arches at Paddington Station. People ask if I ever take out bad condition coins out of the book and replace them with better conditions. If this was the only Brunel Achievements that we found in this hunt and we needed it for the book, of course I would put this one into the book, but this is so grotty that is one that would definitely need replacing at a later date. As a general rule, if they're just in fine circulated condition, and I don't mean fine as in I'm not talking about a grade, if it's just an acceptable condition like this coin, it's not perfect but it'll do for a circulated coin. I don't worry about those too much. Otherwise I would just be sat there forever comparing and contrasting, and if I had one coin that had really nice obverse but a bad reverse, or a bad reverse and good obverse, or vice versa, I don't know if I've done vice versa, I just repeated myself, to save on having to hassle about with all that, I don't do that. Another one, so that's a much nicer condition than the first one we found. Tell you what, we should do an edge hunt. So I don't want... Oh, there we go. That's a new one for the book. I think King James Bible. We don't see that one too often. That's one that's got a bit of value to it. Stunning, stunning coin. Well, there we go. Happy with that result. It paid off. It paid off having to work through all those bags where we were getting nothing. Okay. Edge inscription time. So we can do this with £2 coins because they are the last circulating coins with an edge inscription, which are unique to the designs. If it says standing on the shoulders of giants, we know they will be a definitive technologies. This bottom one here, what does that say? Old acquaintance. Well, that will be the Robert Burns 50p. 50p. £2 coin. Ignore me, I don't know my coins. Again, smidge over face value for this one. Not as exciting as the King James Bible, but at least we found something. Nothing else from that. Always double check because in the past I've missed commemoratives when doing an edge inscription hunt. The one I remember mostly was when I was doing my live streams. I missed a Commonwealth Games one, so it is definitely worth double checking because I have my moments of madness. Another Robert Burns £2 coin, not 50p, and there's a couple. Active Union, no rotation error on that one. And Lord Kitchener, which is a fairly common coin, but again can have a very exciting, rare and valuable error. If you check the bottom on the head side, the obverse, it should say £2 there, which on this one it does. If you find a Lord Kitchener £2 coin that doesn't say £2 at the bottom there, that is the mule error. Basically they've used the reverse die from one coin with the obverse die from another coin and have created this mutant coin which shouldn't exist. Oh, that's very nice. Magna Carta. Hang on. My door's just gone. I've got to whiz off and grab that. Well, amazingly, it wasn't coins. It was just a parcel of something else. Anyway, Magna Carta. Very nice coin to find. Do check the obverse because there are two versions of this coin. It was minted in 2015, which is the year we changed from Ian Rank Broadley's 4th portrait of the Queen to Jodie Clark's 5th and final portrait of the Queen on our coins. The ones that came out in these sets have Ian Rank Broadley's 4th portrait. The ones that went into circulation have Jodie Clark's 5th and final portrait. So you can see JC for Jodie Clark, that is the 5th and final portrait of the Queen. This is the version that should be in circulation. It still has some value. I've never found, well actually I tell a lie because I found the, hang on, right, Marconi wireless transmission there. Why are we out of, well, everything's gone a little bit to the side. I think it must have knocked my camera or something. Anyway, so I found on one of my videos where Grossy and my good friend Casey Jones Coins were doing the hunt for me whilst we were at a big min trip all doing hunts with each other. Oh, DNA double helix, very nice. We did find, or they found, the IRB portrait on the Battle of Britain 50p, so there is a chance to find those IRB non-circulating versions if someone's broken out the set and spent it, for example. Right, another VED anniversary, and then we've got Shakespeare's Tragedies. That's 2 of the 3 found. What a piece of work is a man is the correct edge inscription for that one, unfortunately. That's the one we have found an edge inscription error on in the past. And then the steam locomotive one, we're keeping a track of how many we find using our little counters as we go. With those counters, it's just a bit of fun to see at the end of the video, at the end of completing the book, how many of some of the designs did we find. I can't do all of them because it would take forever to edit a video, but I take a couple of different coins and change out a few, keep some of them that I like having book after book. Another Marconi wireless transmission and another DNA double helix. Well, there we go. These are all the finds are. Not the most exciting ones, but finds nonetheless. We've got plenty of bags still to go through, so I'm sure we might find something very exciting. Maybe having to go answer my door will give us some really good luck. Oh, another Florence Nightingale there. I do like that coin, even though it's very, very common. It's a bit like the, I don't know, the Representation of the People Act 50p. I just quite like the design. So it doesn't matter how common they are. In fact, with some of the coins, it's nice the better designs are more common because we get to see them more often. And of course, we've got this portrait of the Queen. It's Raphael Maklouf's third portrait of the Queen. This is the last year it was used on our coins, 1997, so it's the only example. What are those there for? Must have been from the previous bag. It's the only example on our £2 coins in circulation now of this portrait being used, but there were plenty of these 1997 £2 coins made, so they're not all that exciting, despite being a unique portrait for that year. Anyway, we've got the Army Centenary. Check for the rotation error. No. Edge inscription correct. King and country. Or for King and country. Oh, what's going on here? Ah, I think this might be a fake rotation error. Not fake as in it's a counterfeit coin. Now, if we get a random £2 coin here, the last one to hand, you can see the initials BR just there. Bruce Russian, who designed this coin. So if you rotate the coin like that, that's the way the Queen should be facing. If we're holding that in the same orientation, the initials are there. And if we turn it, it looks like it's got a rotation error, but this has been manipulated by someone. It has been damaged. The central part has been moved around rather than having an actual rotation error. That's one that's just been damaged and manipulated, twisted around to appear as if it has a rotation error. I think I might keep that for my oddities box still. It's a real coin. It's not a fake coin, but it is not a real rotation error. That's why I say when I find these rotation errors, always double check where the initials on the reverse are, because they should always be in the same place. That B and BR for Bruce Russian. Right, Army Centenary, no rotation error. King and country, that's all fine. No edge inscription error or rotation error coin on that one. But no, because I look for the errors that I know are out there prevalently. But I will check in case we come across, how cool would that be to come across a brand new error. Whoops. Things falling over. I do wonder if I would spot a mule error on a coin that, if this had the wrong obverse, would I notice that? I think I would, because I check for the rotation error on it, of course. King and country. But no, a new edge inscription error or a commemorative coin that we haven't found in the past with a rotation error would make for a very, very fun find. Right, last bag of the hunt. Some good results, to be fair. And you never know what might be inside the last bag. As ever, you'll find links in the description of this video across to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to come and join that. Oh, Golden Guinea, very nice. Another one that's a smidge over face value. Also in the description you'll find links to my other social media channels, the PO Box address if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job. We've got Brunel's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station there to wrap us off. Right, I'm just going to whisk through the coins off to the side now and see if there's any errors that I might have missed. Well, unfortunately, no exciting errors to add to our not so exciting, not real error coin, but to be excited about one thing, we have got two new coins for the book. King James Bible is one and the Magna Carta is two, which is very, very cool. In terms of our star find, it's got to be one of those two, I guess. Plus, I quite like our fake error coin. Yeah, I'm happy with those three. If you disagree or you agree, let me know in the comments what you'd pick as the star find from today's video. If you ever found one of these manipulated rotation errors, let me know that too. That's why it's always worth double checking those initials to make sure that it hasn't happened to the coin that you've got. Right, all it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.